at all this.
It's funny. I think it's maybe because I can cook and I'm okay with eating at home, but like I have no desire to sit around other people and be scared shitless of if they're sick. And I don't want like the waiter to come over with like a fucking welder's mask on and like read me the specials. And like, I don't know, man, the anxiety it would give me, I think would outpace the enjoyment of the food. I'm ordering in, but I don't know. Yeah. No desire to go to a restaurant right now.
Well, I've taught myself, with the help of the chef downstairs, how to cook more in quarantine.
Yeah.
And that's been something that I've tried to do more about what can I make better or what can I, do with this time that we're all presented with. And, the thing about restaurants are I went walking with my cousin who lives near me, and we passed by picking up food because we'll just go for a walk, we'll grab it. There's a restaurant that was open, one of the first to open, and everyone is on top of this was like a month or two ago, and everyone's on top of each other, and the discomfort in people's faces, I told my cousin it looks like everyone at those tables is telling the other person they want a divorce, because they're so uncomfortable at the table, and like they were unexpected, the bad news, but they have to finish the meal. And I'm like, this doesn't look good. Like this, no good can come of this, like anthill or ant farm mentality that's going on right now.
Oh God, it's such a shame, because especially for me and you, guys like us, like literally a lot of the joy that I get from life is from eating out at restaurants. Like, and that might sound superficial and everything, but when they do these studies that they say, well, your money goes further if you spend it on experiences than on products. I'm like, well, that to me is an experience. And those are like moments that stay with me and that I just enjoy like immensely. And to have those taken away, mind you, I know it pales in comparison to what other people are dealing with, yada, yada, yada. But fucking A, man, I miss sitting at a crowded restaurant.
Bro, you're allowed to, here's the thing about this whole thing. People, like, you're allowed to miss things that matter to you. And I think that if I may add to what you're saying, it's about the experiences that you have at that table. It's the food, but it's the people you're with, it's the drinks you're having. Yeah. I mean, right before the shutdown, when I was I went to I had like a run-in with somebody, and he was like, yo, do you want to come by? This is when everything was normal. And the night wound up going to a restaurant that we were at till like 2 a.m. And it was like, fuck, like this is so fun. And I mean, I remember what we ate. We ate Chinese food, but it was like the experience that we're able to have in one of those round tables. And it was like the sort of the life that existed across the table that was being fueled and literally fed by the food and the drink. And I think that is what I'm really impassioned about, is sharing those experiences with people like yourself who like do it just as much, if not more, or new people like my mother and father who would never do that stuff.
Right.
I think that's such an amazing part of life about, and food and drink can really do that, because I think that that's my favorite thing in life, which is surprise. Being surprised by things, being surprised by people, by the world. And I think that food and alcohol, for me, because I like a good cocktail, but even, non-alcoholic stuff, when a lot of those restaurants do, I love that. And then sharing that with someone, that brings me great joy. Yes. And I miss that in this.
Preach.
Talking about chicken a la king, mango and garbanzo tabbouleh, grilled potatoes and vegetables with roasted garlic and basil, zucchini ziti, granola fruit bar. Look at all this beautiful food.